Alright, hey guys, for you vintage electronics people. I haven't had a lot of plumbing stuff coming in, so I got another electronic stuff's coming in right and left lately. So this is a Zenith Allegro stereo system that I've already got it apart. I wasn't going to do a video. I was going to give it a quick overview and then do a video later, but there's nothing else going on right now, so why not? The guy said the 8-track player didn't work. Well, right away, as soon as I pulled it apart, I see why that's not working. As you guys can see, there's no belt. Belt's gone, but it looks like it melted away. These belts, tape recorder and 8-track belts, whatnot, they'll get old and they'll get kind of gooey. Well, that belt's not even there, so I don't know. We'll have to check that out further, but that's the least of the problems at the moment. The stereo plays. It works on both channels, nice and loud and clear. It picks up all the radio stations perfectly. It plays perfectly. You would never know there's anything wrong with this, but the symptom was, the guy said after a little while of it being on, about 20-30 minutes, he said it smelled like something was really hot in the stereo. It was producing a strong odor, and you could smell the wood getting hot, and it would get real hot on the top of where the turntable went in one area. So he quit using it because he didn't want it to catch on fire or nothing, so he brought it to me, and sure enough, I ran a test on the bench, and what's going on here is the left channel, the output transistors are getting fire hot, buddy. I don't even know how they haven't burned up. But there's, yeah, so these output transistors here on the right channel they're getting hot. The left side's fine. I tried it on my bench, and after about 3 or 4 minutes, you could smell the heat coming off this heat sink. This side it'll burn your finger. It's how hot it got in just a matter of minutes, where this side stayed cool, as it should. Now, after being on for a while, it's normal for this heat sink and these transistors to get warm, you know, but not hot enough to burn you. And this sucker over here got hot enough, it'd put a blister on your finger in no time. So, but yet the driver transistor stays cool on both of them. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look into this. I got to pull a schematic. So there's a Zenith diode down here, which regulates the B+ voltage to the amplifier. And I think we got another one over here somewhere. I think that runs the preamp and the tuner, and then there's another. You can usually find them around these power resistors here. I'll have to pull a schematic because it could be back in there somewhere. I need to check my voltages is the first thing I'm going to do. Could it be a capacitor shorted? Yes, it could. Absolutely, it could. If it's got a high ESR and it's very leaky, you know, absolutely, there's a possibility there that's a problem. But first thing I'm going to do is test voltages. Something's loading them transistors down. And I'm not sure what, because it plays fine. There's no distortion in the audio. You can crank the volume up and it'll vibrate the windows. Everything works. You wouldn't know there's a problem until you start smelling it getting hot. And it's only getting hot on the right channel. So, yeah, somebody's replaced these lights with LED lights, which those are cool, and those are good. You can get those available now on Amazon even for your vintage stereo equipment. So they're LED, they don't get hot, they use less power. So anyway, I just want to give you guys a quick overview of that. Here's the 8-track player. Yeah, it needs a belt. Probably all that needs to get that working because the motor seems to, yeah, it's might need a little oiling, but I'll check it. It's not making any noise. Everything else, you know. So anyway, that's the project for now, is to figure out what's going on with this Zenith Allegro stereo. See what's causing them transistors there to get loaded down. So it could be, like I said, it could be a capacitor, could be a bad ESR where it's leaking a lot of voltage through it, and then that'll put a short toward the transistors. So I'm gonna have to look into that, but it works. Like I said, you'd never know there's a problem because the thing plays just fine. But he was worried about the smell, and yeah, it starts to smell. That plastic's getting real hot, and it's not supposed to. So we'll have to look into that. So I might make a part 2 on this. Just want to give you guys a quick overview. Why is my camera freezing? This piece of junk. Anyway, so any of you vintage electronics people, that's kind of some things you can start looking at. Somebody, what the heck is this? What the? Oh, I see what somebody's done. Stereo indicator lamp. It burned out, and somebody goes right here. Wrong kind of bulb. Well, no, that really wouldn't cause a problem. But man, if you don't get the right kind of bulb on them with the right ohms, you can certainly load down that transistor that drives that thing and can burn that transistor up. So anyway, well, we'll look at it further. But yeah, the front of it, that's what it looks like. So yeah, it's a quadraphonic. It's got the front and rear speaker drive. So, but you know, it's just a 2-channel, right and left. It don't have the, it's not a 4-channel, but has the matrix. But anyway, all right, guys, maybe a part 2 on it. I'm going to do some checking, start with my voltage test, and make sure the B plus is the same on the left channel and that it is on the right channel. And if it's not, then I'll know there's a problem. It could be that Zener diode down there by that power resistor, but if it's not regulating the voltage, it's loading it down with voltage. So, all right, guys, well, there you go. Quick overview of the Zenith Allegro. Thanks for watching.